Ray Shukla.
Are you happy you came to Shillong?
Oh, I'm very happy. In fact, I'll tell you, my life's first flight was when I was in, I think, class 7, and it was Calcutta, Guwahati. So I came as a student, and now I came with my film. It's a matter of honor. It was again a flight to Guwahati, and the time has changed. The occasion is much more exciting.
You can tell us about your movie and yourself.
Okay. So my film is set in the mountains again. So I think Shillong is a very nice opening space for this film. And it's good to see that a young film festival and a young film about young people should be growing together. It's going to be, by the way, its first screening in India. We have just screened in Turkey. Next month we are going to London, and Shillong is where we are opening. We have 5 songs. It's a love story. Please, let's hope people come and watch it. And the logline says, "How do you know who is the one for you?"
Okay, a little more about the film.
About the
The movie.
film.
Yeah.
Yes. So the story begins in a small town in Uttarakhand, where Joon, that is the name of the film. Joon is also the name of the girl. So she is about to get married, and just few days before her wedding, this group of biking boys, they come in from the city. And what happens during that stay, just before her wedding, that she changes the way she looks at life. But she goes on to get married to the same man she was choosing to marry. And life takes twists and turns, and that you have to watch the film for that.
Tell us more about you, yourself.
Okay, so I am not a film student, but I came here. I was a reluctant scientist. I am a happy filmmaker. So I came to Bombay about 25 years back. My first work was with Ram Gopal Verma. I was an assistant director on a film called Satya. I don't know if you all have seen it. I hope you all have seen it. So Satya was my learning ground. I have also worked in an Amit Khanna's company called Plus Channel, and that was again my assistant director days. I have written for television. I have done 3 documentary films. My first film was Kuch Love Jaisa with Mr. Rahul Bose and Shifali Shah, and that is streaming on Amazon worldwide. You all can catch it. For other films, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. We'll be in touch.
Okay, tell us about, you can give some hope for the Northeast filmmakers, especially Shillong. Of course, Manipur, Assam, and they are ahead.
So in today's journey to this venue, I was told that in the last 2 years of the pandemic, there's a lot of young talent which has shown, they have shown much potential. So why don't we continue this conversation and see to it that you are able to excite filmmakers from all across India or the world to be able to come and shoot in Shillong. I think it's very exciting. I think going digital, the format has become much more flexible. Sound post-production is very good. That can be done anywhere in any city, whether it's Chennai or it's Mumbai. If that post-production setup is not there, I would love to do a film here. Definitely on a relationship film, maybe women-based subject, because I am hearing good things about how women are in Meghalaya. So I think in rest of the parts of India, that needs to be reflected. We need to see more of Shillong for all of us, not just the lucky few who have come here.
See, we had seen here in Meghalaya, now the film industry has been starting. So, what is your views and message you giving to the people of the state, especially the young talent youth? They are going to expose themselves in the film industry.
Okay, so I think it's a very good and a very difficult question. But I think what is to be remembered is here that don't, especially as a young filmmaker, I don't think you should be driven by कि क्या चलता है, कौन 100 crore club है, hero कौन है. I think they should first of all free themselves from these so-called formula, because if you see how times are changing with OTT, stories have changed. The audience now has much more choices of seeing how a film can be watched. So there will be better distribution methods, there will be more ways and avenues to showcase films. So I think first of all they need to be free. They need to get local stories. They don't need to follow a format, and I think they should make it entertaining.
Question of the film, maybe to shooting and to acting, to be get more views from people and to with, interact with the audience.
Okay. You're saying that audience prefers what kind of film?
Film, yeah.
I think apart from the big studio and the big theater immersive experience, that's a new word now, immersive experience, that otherwise people don't go to theater and watch, like the Marvel movies or Disney, Pixar, or now maybe Mission Impossible is coming. Apart from that, I think audience today wants to watch films which is about you and me, which is about that lady who's having dinner there, okay, or the boy who missed the train. It's not about that the heroism. I think we need to connect much more to the common man today and the common woman and be aspirational. I think even if there's a message, it should be said in a much more humorous way. So people are much smarter. They are much more exposed to world cinema. Korean film. See, the only thing is, I feel that love stories. Why I went on to make Joon was, I think, except for Korean films, which they call K-drama, that there is hardly any love stories which are being made. So I think there is a gap for that. We have lost touch with making love stories. But I don't think we should give up the formula of music and a musically way saying our stories. That is very important, I think.